Hey everyone, today I will be reviewing Kawaii Doodle Cuties by Zainab Khan, who goes by Pick Handle on social media, so you may know her from there. The cover is adorable. It has this really kind of velvety feel, but the black outlines and the letters have like kind of an embossing. You can kind of see it with the glare. So without further ado, let's get into it. So of course this book is just really cute. Kawaii, it means cute in Japanese. And the table of contents here, there's like a little introduction. There's a food section, nature and natural wonders, architecture and monuments, animals and birds, charming transportation, fashion, everyday cute, which is like a big miscellaneous section, and fun time, which is puzzles. I will do a very quick flip through of this page. Of this book. And yes, she gives you some tips and things here. It's kind of like an introductory section, and you get right into it. So before we start, I will mention that I will do a quick flip through of the whole book, so that way you get a quick idea of what is included. And at the end, I will be doing a drawing demonstration, so you'll see how I'm using the book itself, and that way it's a more fair review. So without further ado, I hit the music. So here we are at the Get Inspired section, which is at every section at the end. So I will just show you really quickly. Right before the end of each section, there's at the end of each category, there's a Get Inspired section where she shows you kind of an overall view of like all the things in that section. And then, yeah, so this is from the miscellaneous section, and fun time is a really cute puzzle. So you're supposed to find this shape, and all the shapes kind of look like this, so you kind of have to there are a lot of triangular kind of things in this page, so it's kind of it's definitely a little challenge. And yeah, I think the puzzles just require a little bit more thorough look through. Okay, so I will be drawing one of the items in the book. So I will be using my Caran d'Ache F grade pencil and erasing with this no-name brand. I still don't know where I got this. And this is the Tombow Mono drawing pen trio in size 1 through 5. So yeah, so the hardest part, I think, is going to be choosing which one to start with. Tulip. I could do the tulip. Alright, let's do the tulip. So, figured I'd try to find something that's like slightly more complicated, but not crazy hard to do on camera. So, as you can see, like, it goes like step by step. So she starts with, let's see, there's like a basic shape. I think this is too tall, so it should end maybe around there. Actually, maybe even around there. I think the hardest part is getting the base image down, because you want a good starting point, otherwise it can get messy after that. And this doesn't have so much of a dip, so there you go. So there's this little piece that kind of comes out. that way. I think it ends around here actually. So the hardest part about drawing is, especially from reference, is you kind of want to see what the angle is here. You see like how this is a very slight dip, like there's not much, it's not like a hard curve, it's a very soft curve. And then you see how this ends maybe 2/3 of the way down. So yeah, it's a little softer like that. And then here you see this is like a maybe a 90-degree angle. I mean, this is not a learning to draw tutorial, although I wouldn't mind doing something like that in the future. This is just me going through the exercise. So here you have these two little dips in here. So there's that one, and this one's a little rounder. And then here you see that she added the stem. Should be a little skinnier. It's all about seeing like how close things are. You see like how it kind of tapers off. And then the leaves. Starting with the forefront. And then this one, I think it's just easier to do the larger ones and then move on to the smaller ones. It's also a little hard to talk while drawing, so sorry if this sounds a little odd. I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect, but just kind of wanted to try out drawing this for the first time on camera. And then you have these eyes. I think the eyes are more, try to get the face down so it's around, they are like spread apart pretty much, so they're almost like a quarter of the way, kind of. There's more space between the eyes and between the edges, so maybe here. I don't know if that's too low. Maybe a little higher. I keep saying it doesn't have to be perfect, but I keep trying to draw it and keep erasing. So since it's pencil, I don't really fill it in too much. I just kind of do like a quick, like a very quick outline, because you can always fix it with pen, which is always the nice part. And there we go. So there's the quick outline of this drawing. All right, so what I like to do next is use my Tombows. So I'll start with the outline for the outside of, so I like to do a thick outline. I think this is the hardest part, because once you make it, once you finish the outline, it's kind of hard to undo it. I think it's a little tricky. I think it's also harder to do it on camera. But I hope you will forgive me if I mess up a little here. I'm not really used to drawing on camera. The nice thing about coloring it in with a fine liner is that you can kind of fix the errors that you did with pencil. A lot of times, you know, you don't get the star quite right, but I mean, it's just, I like to use the pencil almost for placement. So if you have the right angles and everything, then it kind of just helps, like if you have the stars in the right spot. But if you want to like fix the actual shapes of them, then you can fix it with your pencil, I mean with your fine liner. And voila. So I did switch to A3 for the details on the inside. I don't think there's a huge difference between the 3 and the 5, but it is very subtle. And it does help create kind of a more textured, maybe not textured, just kind of like a nice differentiator. So there we go. So I erased all the pencil lines. As you can see, the F grade pencil really does work really fairly well for this kind of thing because it's very light, so it erases really well. And there is my little tulip. I think I did a somewhat okay job considering that it's my first time drawing on camera. I think the angles are a little off, but hey, it's only my first try. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm really looking forward to drawing more of these doodles. I find them super adorable, and I really want to get into this book as well. Yeah, I think it's a great book that if you want to learn how to draw, like, I think it's great for a reference because it gives you lots of ideas and it gives you exactly step by step on how to draw something, and you get something that's pretty close to what the original was. And yeah, so I think if you want to pick this up, there's a link in the description box below. And that's it for my review. If you get this book, mention to her that I sent you, because it'd be cool to have people know that I'm actually doing these reviews on their books. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!